A large number of people are still waiting for food parcels in Olievenhoutbosch in Centurion. Residents are disgruntled about the distribution of food parcels in the area. Now Gauteng officials are there in the hope of restoring order. ENCA's Kailihle Khumalo is there and joins us live now. Kaya, give us a little bit of an update on the situation, how many people turned up and what prompted officials to go to the scene to try and restore order.
Well, that's right, Andy. So the situation really has improved significantly. I just want to give you a sense of the queue that you have currently. So that's, of course, the number of people that you have who are still waiting to be given the food parcels. But earlier, of course, there was a bit of commotion in light of the fact that what you had was the issue of the food parcel, because this is a private sector-led initiative. But earlier on, we had an opportunity where we spoke to the acting MEC for Social Development in Gauteng, Panyaza Lesufi, and let's take a listen to what he had to say.
We quickly went into a session with the leadership of the foundation. We have now agreed that where we will deliver house to house, so that food can be delivered there. We can observe social distancing, there can be sanitization, and everyone that comes here must be screened. So the regulations must be observed, and that's our argument, because that part is non-negotiable. The regulations must be observed, there must be social distancing, but the church and the foundation in particular have really come on board to say we will adhere to the arrangements that we are putting. We have to ensure, together with community leaders, that everyone listens to what we are trying to say. So we have now resolved that part. So we are going to see social distancing, we are going to see sanitization, we are going to see screening. Already it's happening, actually, those arrangements.
Kai, given the numbers of people who turned up, is it relative to speculate that not all of them are directly from the area?
Well, that's a true reflection, Anli, because one of the challenges why you had a bit of a commotion earlier, it was attributed to the fact that you had a number of people, some of them they had no ticket that you essentially need in order to qualify. And of course, once again, the MEC really was bemoaning that particular factor, saying that actually people should adhere to how certain regulations are being worked out. So you can't be going to a certain area if you haven't been allocated a certain ticket. So let's once again take a listen to him.
Any other person that is outside Olieven, we are pleading with those people that will find a way of dealing with. We as government as well, we are starting to put the mechanisms in place to release the 350 rand grant that government is doing, because that's the only way to ensure that people get money so that they can go and buy food on their own. Because in the absence of that, people believe that the only way out of this poverty is through the food parcel. But you can't sacrifice the country for food parcels, and we can't sacrifice the health of our people for food parcels. So we need to find a mechanism of balancing the two. So at this present moment, we have agreed everyone that is outside, they will go inside the school now, sit inside the classroom so that the social distancing, and people will be screened, people will be sanitized, and those that are getting their food parcel, they will ensure that they are assisted to get their food parcel.
Kai, given the number of people who are reliant on these food parcels for survival, the logistical operation to manage, distribute these food parcels must be incredibly complex, especially now that acting MEC Lesufi has said that parcels should ideally be distributed to people's homes. How is that all going to work?
Well, that's right. It's a very complex process, because mainly what you have is that you have, as you walk in here, you must be in possession of a ticket. So this particular foundation that is helping out undertook a study where they tried to look at poverty levels here and really just all the socioeconomic challenges that are facing this community. So we spoke to the foundation founder, that's Mr. Pretorius, and he gave us an indication that from their side, I mean, they've been working with so many communities, and obviously there's quite a very enormous demand for more food parcels, not only for this area, but there's a pressing need. And let's try and listen to what he had to say further.
Coming into the situation, we have seen what happened with other distribution points and trucks being run over. So we decided that we're going to put the groundwork in. So what we did is we went from house to house and we tagged every house to make sure that we get every household. And we did a study of the whole community because we decided we're going to start with Olievenhoutbosch community. And we went from house to house. Of course, there's a lot more households than what we thought, because you'd go into a house thinking there's 2 households, and then you'd come in, there's 12 rooms at the back. And each one has a household of 4 or 5 or 6 people. So what we did is we tagged every household, and we did that work in the first 4 or 5 days. We, with the help of volunteers and the community, everybody here together, we went and we tagged. Here's the tag that we use. There's a barcode, and we connected it to a passport or to an ID document, and we tagged that before we even started the process. So we still got a database. We know exactly how many households there are, how many households need food, and so we did the.
Thank you very much, Kylie Kumalo, coming to us from Olievenhoutbosch, where it seems delivery of food parcels has gotten a lot calmer there and a lot more organised since Gauteng officials stepped in.